The name Challenger was first given to the Dodge Coronet, released in 1959. The car was a special edition called Dodge Silver Challenger, and it didn't exactly look like a typical muscle car. Welcome to TIT TV. As a matter of fact, the era of muscle cars was just around the corner. Ford and Chrysler were coming up with the ideas that would change the automotive world in just a couple of years. Check out car covers for your Chrysler 300. Ford is often credited as the company who made the Americans fall in love with muscle cars. They were pioneers, eager to combine excellent performance with a very strong engine. Ford's competitors had to release something which could rival their Mercury line. The demand for longer and more powerful cars was growing each day. This prompted Dodge to start developing the first Challenger, the first generation, 1970. The Challenger was first introduced in the fall of 1969. Dodge intended to release it in 1970. The initial idea was for Challenger to have a turbine engine, but the designers decided to leave it out. However, they liked the sketches, so Dodge took it as an inspiration for their final product. The buyers were initially able to choose between a two-door hardtop coupe or a convertible. There were two options for engines as well, an inline, 6 or 8 engine. The selection of engines was remarkable for that time. They ranged from a 225 cubic inch I6 with 145 horsepower to a 445 horsepower to a 440 cubic inch V. The Challenger C was released the same year, and it had luxury features such as cruise control, a cassette player, super comfortable interior, etc. 1972 was a disappointing year for all Dodge Challenger fans because the model which was unveiled that year barely featured any notable changes. The silhouette of the car was redone and the taillights got longer. Additionally, this was the first Dodge Challenger that had the egg crate grille. On the other hand, buyers weren't able to choose luxury details such as power windows, leather seats, etc. The engines were also downgraded. They now ran on unleaded gas. Inline, 6 and 8 engines were still in play, but they were significantly less powerful. For instance, the strongest engine you could get in a 1972 Dodge Challenger was a 340 cubic inch V8. It looked like Dodge wasn't interested in maintaining the Challenger line because they continued to downgrade it in both 1973 and 1974. However, there were some new additions to 1974 Challenger regarding the safety of the drivers and passengers. This was brought up by the increase of car insurance rates. The models featured even less powerful engines, and a buyer had to select a V8 one. You couldn't get a new Challenger with a 6-cylinder engine anymore. The best engine you could get in 1974 was a 360 cubic inch V8 with 345 horsepower. This was the year when Dodge Challenger was officially discontinued. Around 188,600 Dodge Challengers were sold in those 5 years. Even though the first generation of this iconic car had a relatively short run, it impacted the auto industry as well as the pop culture. It became a phenomenon among the people who love muscle cars and was featured in numerous movies and TV shows. As a matter of fact, a movie called Vanishing Point popularized 1970 Dodge Challenger and made generations of car enthusiasts fall in love with this vehicle. The second generation, 1978, 1980, 1970, saw the return of the Challenger, or at least the name itself was back. The second generation of the Challenger had less powerful engines. They were equipped with inline 4, which made them completely different from the previous models. The second generation was fairly popular and sold from 12,000 to 15,000 units every year. The start of the new millennium saw the revival of several classic muscle cars. The public was ecstatic when they learned that Ford is working on the release of the new Mustang back in 2002. These companies announced in 2006 that they are working on new versions of Camaro and Challenger. However, Dodge started releasing teasers and sketches in 2005. So the fans knew that the new version would be exactly what they wanted. The excitement among all car lovers was growing because this meant they will get to see the redesigned classics fit for the modern era. The new Challenger became available in 2008. It was clearly inspired by the original version from 1970. The rest of the third-generation Challengers include Sex, C, R, Z, RE, Scat Pack, as well as the newest edition introduced in 2018, which is called Demon. Dodge really did revive the Challenger in the best possible way, adding so many modern upgrades, which guarantee that Challenger will remain a true classic. Considering the interest in the new Challenger line, it is clear they are here to stay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. To please make sure like and subscribe my channel so you never miss any video from TIT TV.